Welcome back to Divine Feminine. We're here to cover your reading energy of the day. And yes, we will be developing the resources for your path. Now, if you do want to visit our website and you do want to know who I am, I'm Yildiz from Yildiz Readings. I'm a psychic medium, a twin flame coach, as well as an intuitive astrologer. And you can visit our website should you need a booking online. Otherwise, we will get straight into the read. It is looking pretty juicy. And I do feel this week some people can be really cramping your style, okay? Now, this could be irritability, it could be fatigue. And I just really get that for some of you, you could have a heck of a lot of responsibilities that you kind of feel trapped in. So you could feel like this little rat in a cage. It could be like, losing faith, not having time to meditate. Like, you got to make time and space for yourself. Now, it could be, in fact, that you do have a lot on your plate that you're dealing with. It may be that you feel, and the funny thing was, I got one message yesterday. And, I remember really mulling over this situation many moons ago, and it would be that people would always move towards me way back when, through my ascension path, and they would turn in towards me. And we have the alchemist here. We have divine feminine, you as the alchemist. And people are coming towards you with their dramas. And look, you got the heart of gold, you got the crystal, you're in this manifestation energy. You have learned a lot, okay? You've also learned, for some of you, it could be that you're going, well, why the heck do these people keep coming towards me? It's because you hold solutions. But the true thing is, and we all know this, is that we all do hold solutions. But 9 times out of 10, it's about, well, heck, God, now I've got to follow through. And sometimes those solutions aren't ones we'd like to take. And there could be a circumstance you're currently dealing with that you're kind of looking at that, and you're, how would I put it? You know that you have power, but you also feel you have a binding contract with particular individuals that is actually preventing you from doing the things you'd like to do. Okay? Now, at the moment, I would also say I don't feel, and this is going to apply to those of you who this reading is vibrating with. This may be a question mark linking to a past situation that's bogging you down a bit, but I also feel the foundation of home and creativity, and you in general feeling vibrationally ready to take a leap of faith in particular directions, but actually look at creative solutions to the problem. I feel if you're tired, you're going to be less inclined to be able to see those details. And I think, for some of you, it could be just that one last push, and they're saying you will actually crack the code. However, sometimes we actually crack the code by actually stepping back and resting, and then coming back and looking at the painting. And I feel, regardless, really listen to your body at the moment. Listen to the way you are dealing and being directly impacted by certain circumstances. If you do have the time and you can create space, they're actually showing me you're going to have a better outcome. Okay. Now, I just keep getting this. It's almost like where we hate doing something, we're having to do it, and then a friend walks by and they're like, why do you do that? And you're like, I have to. And I'm getting that kind of as a message. And for some of you, yes, it's not that is not so. But for some of you, even that statement is becoming old because you are outgrowing the circumstance. You are wanting to change beyond it. And so even if in your logical mind you're saying, but I have to, and what could one example of that be? It may be due to finances. You have to stay in a particular job, and you've been saying it for a long time. Yet, the world as we know it, it's been directly impacting you. You're getting tired and weary, and it just doesn't resonate with you anymore. Once the internal has viewed something long enough, the lie we tell ourselves that keeps us in a cage screams louder. And there was a quote that came to me the other day, and I have been using this to motivate myself, and I have given it to a few family members. What breaks us, shapes us, makes us. And it's like sometimes we can feel, gosh, do I have any more energy? This is really breaking me down. If I go in that direction, maybe this will happen. It's sort of like one of those situations. But at the end of it, sometimes when we do something that we've been really scared of, or we've been mapping and planning and psychologically untangling, and then we just jump and we do it, that one step moves to another and another and another. And before you know it, you're like, why didn't I do this years ago? It was so much easier than what my brain was actually mapping it in. And why is that? Because instead of preempting or mapping it, which really messes our mind up, by working through each step, you get there quicker because you're like, well, that won't work. This will work because you're at that point. You're at that T section of the road. So they're really saying if there has been this delay, that in fact, there is this moment here that you're actually going into it going, well, where I am, the experiences, the people I'm responsible for, what I think family and love looks like you can either use this energy in a very bold way to very quickly structure something, or you can pour your energy into being angry. And they're saying it's going to depend your outcome. And because I'm seeing this outcome card, and I'm getting very loudly that your outcome is not the outcome until you choose how you're going to respond to this energy this week. So your outcome can be very different. Now, if you get on top of things that you really need to do, you could be clearing some room, clearing some space, sitting back, and then assessing it like a new roadmap. I feel when you move into it, your outcome card's going to be different. Now, at the moment, this card's in reverse. And again, I do see at the moment there is a lot of creative energy coming through you, but it's getting blocked because it's being kind of dispersed in hundreds of directions. This card is about unleashing your creativity. And, where does creativity come from? The lower chakras, the solar plexus and sacral chakra. And yes, you can say from Neptune, which could be the third eye and the crown chakra, right? You are having a choice of how you're going to deal with this blockage. For some, it could be that you get everything done that you need to achieve. You might hate some certain tasks and then you're stepping back. But there is a line in the sand here, okay? Instead of letting this anger you further, frustrate you, right? Accept what the block is. Then if you step back, they're saying the coast is going to be clear. And I feel as though your counterpart's doing a similar thing. I feel both of you in your own personal lives are looking at an area that is being directly impacting you. And you're like, I've got to map this out. I have to do this. I've got to get out of this. I don't know how, but I need to have another look. So I see Divine Feminine during this week and to the end of the week, stepping back and having to make a choice. And it's like, okay, now, honor the fact of how you feel. Honor the fact of what is cropping up for you, what you need to address. It could be a conversation you want to have with a person. And then look at the painting and then step back and go to bed. And I feel some of that information might come to you in your dream state. And I feel by how you show up to this, keeping cool and collected, stepping back, getting your errands and everything done, and then taking some personal space, I feel you're moving back into the alchemist and you're bringing the old you forward in a very bold way. This can be a time that you have so many creative ideas. I really want you to keep a notebook. I also feel from a spiritual point of view, as you're choosing to shift in a particular direction, I do feel your counterparts coming online. And I feel as though they're going to start seeking you out. And it may surprise you because even with this outcome card, I feel it's almost like you won't need to manifest this because you have been quite self-focused. I feel it coming out of nowhere. So don't be surprised if you have some surprises where it does come to your path. Now, we do have all your reads out now. We cover these weekly, and we are attempting to bring the information and resources to you online. Separately, you can get these via Sage and the Circle Network pre-released, as well as all the other perks that are set to come, some of which can be e-learning. It could be webinars and events that we're going to host online. Some of them end up being free inside of Sage Inner Circle Network. So again, if you do want to subscribe and sign up, you can jump through via our website. All the links to visit our website are directly below. And yes, we do still host bookings online. Otherwise, I'd love to know how this happened for you in your update this week. Take care.